So we're on our topic of candle lighting. So we continue with Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Candle lighting is Siman 75, and we start with sieve number 5. Let's see how long is it. Okay, so let's do it without commentaries. Means of lighting Shabbos candles is incumbent upon both men and women. But women are in charge in its fulfillment more than men, because they are present in the home more often. Additionally, because the first woman, Chava, extinguished the light in double quotes, of the world. When she caused Adam, the first man, to sin, and by doing so darkened his soul, there is brought about his death, which is referred to by Torah as light. So right. As it is written in Mishlei 20:27, the light of God is the soul of man. The light of God is the soul of man. We're going to explain. Therefore, she must correct this with the lighting of the candles in honor of Shabbos. Therefore, it is if the woman is in a house, she has a precedent to fulfillment of this mitzvah. However, her husband should assist her fulfill this mitzvah. He should prepare the candles and singe the wicks. He should light them and to extinguish them. It's very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to give you insight. BeEzrat we'll be learning it today. So that they should either to light afterwards. Regarding a woman following childbirth, on the first Shabbos after the birth, the husband should light the candles and recite the blessing. So, meaning it's hard for her to stand, I guess. But after that, as well as whenever she's nida, right, she lights the Shabbos candles herself and recites the blessing. Okay, so a lot of information, and let's see from the beginning. Just move it here. And it says the mitzvah of lighting the candles is incumbent on both men and women, right? But right, as we know, all obligated. So the candles must be lit, and one person of the household from the household basically is enough. So when she, for example, a woman of the house lights the candles, so she must have in mind. So it's all other people should be included in my mitzvah. Same. For example, when we do a kiddush. So if I do kiddush for my family, so of course I keep in mind that I want everybody to fulfill the mitzvah. I include everybody, and everybody around the table must be must have in mind that they want to be included in my kiddush. Right, that's why one of the reasons. It's one of the few reasons somebody, a minor cannot fulfill the mitzvah. First of all, he's not obligated, and second of all, he cannot keep in mind. So he does not have this capacity. Or even adult, right? Adult, for example, okay, so or for example, in the adult who is mentally incompetent, so he cannot include anybody, right? So continue, right? So but since the women are usually found in a house, right? So they're more often, they know what, right? So they are in charge of lighting the candles, right? And plus, additionally, as he said, the first woman, Chava, she extinguished the light of the world, meaning Adam. So how is he called light? Light in double quotes. But we know that when Adam was created, he was shining, very, very shining, right? So angels even took him for HaShem. Angels did not see HaShem. They knew that HaShem exists, but they did not know. So, and plus he was as originally he was created. He was from here, from the earth up to the heaven. Then Hashem minimized it here, Right? He was very light, very very huge and very like bright. Right? So she gave him this fruit of knowledge and extinguished him. Meaning, extinguished the light. What was the mean? Darkened his soul. Meaning, brought about his death. So Hashem said, so because you ate from this food, you're going to die. Okay, he died like much later, 900 was it, and 30 years later, but still, because of that incident, he died. Okay. Right. And by doing so, it's darkened his soul, which refers to the Torah light. So Torah is soul, right? Soul and light is like um, synonyms. Meaning what? That for each soul, when people have like every new child, they want to add one more candle for each soul, one light for each soul. So Mishlei 2027, when it says the light of God is the soul of man, right? Therefore she must correct this, right? With the light on the candles in honor of Shabbos, right? And right in honor of Shabbos. Therefore, the woman is in the house. If the woman is in the house, she has a precedence of the fulfillment of the mitzvah. So, as we said, men and women are obligated, but in this case, because she needs this mitzvah more than him, in a sense, so we give a precedence to a woman. So, Mishnah Berurah 263:11 writes that if there is a many candles to be lit, the husband may light some of them. Right? It's very interesting. So, like usually people designate like two main ones and as many as they want. Right? So, but if husband wants to light few candles, yeah, let him do it. However, the man, her husband, should assist her to fulfillment of the mitzvah. He should prepare the candles and singe the wicks, so that he should light them and then extinguish them, so that should they light easier afterwards. Okay, but of course, even though the woman is going to light the candles, still he can help in be part of the mitzvah. How like clean the candle holders, especially in olden days when it was like people like homemade candles. So they were not as good as today you buy, right? So sometimes we have this like company, like high European company. This such a high standard they burned completely. So when you sometimes not all of them, I don't know like where's the difference, but majority of them you see like a little piece of wick. That's it, completely burned. But in the different companies. So you have like a little piece, like inside of the candle holder, right? So of course, like you have to take a knife or something to clean it, right? That's what we do. So that's what a husband does, and it says that he has to singe the wick. So what is singe? What does it mean singe? So he has to light them and then extinguish them. So meaning the next time he's going to light better. Right, meaning when she's about to light, it's going to like go a flame very fast. Okay, so listen, like B'siyata Dishma. Before that class that I mentioned about halacha, we had another class. Today we learn Medrash Rabbi, and the question was asked. So we learned there about Moshe. No. It was about counting of this family of Yaakov, the 70 people, right? And it was about Yechevet, right? It says that Yaakov came to Egypt with 70 souls, right? So 66 came with him, right? With Yaakov. And 3 were there, right? So 66, his family, and 3 were there in Egypt. Meaning who? Meaning Joseph and 2 sons. So and one is missing. And then, right? We said the 70. 66 and 3 is 69, right? And when they count the sons of people in a house, sons of family of Leah, right? I think they count as 34, if I remember correctly, maybe 33 or 34. But when you count by names, you see that one is missing. And the Medrash brings down two answers to this. The most famous answer is from who? From Rashi, of course, from Holy Rashi. And Rashi said the 70th soul was Yocheved, right? Yocheved, mother of Moshe and Aaron and Miriam. And it says, so why she's not mentioned by name? Oh, she's not mentioned by name because she was not born yet, right? So she was conceived in Canaan, but the mother, daughter of wife of Leib is of the one of Shvatim, right? So she gave birth between the walls, right? Between the gates when they cross into Egypt, and she gave birth, right? So I mean, it's famous explanation. Everybody knows that. But there are deeper thing. I mean, it's very interesting. But I want to just bring one point. This that connects to this what we just said about the weeks. And now Seji said, say, okay, but do you know that we were in Egypt? We were in Egypt for 210 years, and before we left, and Moshe was 80 years old when they left Egypt. So looks like, right, 210 minus 80 is going to be 130. So meaning you have it, his mother gave birth to Moshe at age of 130 years. So the question is, like, it's amazing miracle. Right? At this age, usually people don't give birth, right? So how come Torah does not say, does not discuss this miracle about when we were talking about Sarah, right? She gave birth, right? And we celebrate a great miracle, and she was only 90 years old. But here's almost 130, much older. So why Torah does not celebrate this miracle? And they give few answers, and one answer is that one second that the Torah, and it's actually from Ramban Nachmanides, right? So the Torah mentioned the miracles that were prophesied before. So if angel or prophet or somebody would come and prophesy about something is going to happen, so that's why Torah is going to mention in details. For example, Shimshon, before his birth, the angel came to his mother, to his father, right? He talked to them about Shmuel, about other, Shmuel also, Sarah, of course, and Eliyahu Hanavi, all these great characters, right? So and Torah discuss what happened in details, but about Moshe, nobody prophesied, right? That he's going to be born. No. So, right. And it's one answer, but the second answer was very interesting. I don't remember who gave it, but it's very interesting. So meaning nobody prophesies from prophets and from angels, right? So it was not direct prophecy, maybe from angels. I'm thinking about Miriam. Miriam prophesied. I'm not sure. Let's put it aside. It's not my point, but second explanation is my point. Maybe it was from, I don't remember who was it. So, but it was from commentary in Medrash Rabbah. So they say once the miracle already happened, once miracle was performed the first time, that's amazing miracle, something new. But if the same miracle performed already, so it's not as great. So people don't see it as great. You understand the repetition of something. So, and he said it's exactly, and he gives the parallel. It's like when you have a log, right, a wooden log, and you try to start the fire, right? That's one thing. But if you extinguish and then try to start a fire second time, so it's going to go a flame faster. So in this case, once already the miracle was performed for Sarah, so second time it's not already like in people's eyes, even though like age is, of course, she was much older, so the age is, so the miracle is not as great. That's why it's not mentioned. Okay, so it's very interesting. Same as this singe the weeks. Exactly the same idea because it's going to start faster. And regarding the woman following the childbirth, right, we need to see why. On the first Shabbos after birth, the husband should lead the candles and recite the blessing. Commentary. So to say, I mean, if she's sick, so if she's sick, is weak, that's a different. It's not only because of childbirth. So we can put her in the category. For example, if she has a fever or something, she cannot stand, pneumonia, right? Something, right? So it's not that. It's not that. So it's not because she's sick or she's weak. Okay. So commentaries say a number of authorities explained that in earlier times, a woman was often bedridden and unable to light candles for the first week after giving childbirth. So no shots, nothing. So everything was natural, right? Accordingly, nowadays, if a woman is home and mobile, right, she lights the candles, even the first Shabbos after the childbirth, right? Okay, see. Shmiras Shabbos, Shmiras Shabbos Kikil Chata, chapter 43, note 51, is radiance of Shabbos, Rabbi Simcha Budim Koin. Okay. That's our series that we learn. Okay. So, meaning, it's very interesting. So, in all the days, so there is a practical explanation because of this huge stress that she went through. So usually she would be in bed for the whole week, but today when everything is much easier, so if she can walk, let her light the candles. But after that, as well as whenever she's nida, she lights the Shabbos candles herself and recite the blessing. So again, as we said, if she's sick, right, or weak, so like he would light it. There is no problem. Okay, so let's do the next one, number 6. Women have a custom that before lighting the candles, they wash themselves and don the Shabbos clothing. For who do so are praiseworthy. Those who do so are praiseworthy. Woman must pray the mincha first before lighting the candles, because by lighting the candles, the woman ushers Shabbos upon herself, and then she can no longer pray the weekday mincha prayer. The woman who was delayed by her activities and arrives home close to one half hour before Shabbos. So if she were to wash and dress in Shabbos clothing, she may come to possible desecration of Shabbos. It is greater mitzvah for her to light candles in a present state than to wash and dress the dress first, and thereby enter, God forbid, into situation possible desecration of Shabbos. If the husband sees that she is delayed in a coming to light the candles, it is a great mitzvah for her to light candles himself, and he should pay no heed to her dismay. All right, so let's do this. See if it's as we see very, very practical. Okay, So, and as we explained today what people do, we light the candles 18 minutes. Right? In Yerushalayim, like they say 40 minutes, but in other words, places of the world, I think 18 minutes, maybe in some cases they recommend earlier, maybe closer to equator. I'm not sure, but we can check. There is no problem. Okay, so let's see. The women have a custom that before lighting candles, they should wash themselves and don't close it. So when we were talking about the preparation for Shabbos, wash themselves, it was only about men. So now we're switching. To women. Right? So they also must have to wash themselves in honor of Shabbos, of course. Right, and those who do this is praiseworthy. I mean, today is maybe not such a big deal. You just turn the faucet and you have hot water. But in olden days, just imagine you have to warm up this water and wash in parts. It was a much more difficult endeavor. Okay, so it says right. Wash themselves, don't Shabbos closing, and she must pray mincha before the candle lighting. All right. So in exceptional situations, when she sees if she's going to pray mincha, right, she would not have time to light Shabbos candles, right? So meaning like inappropriate time, not like if she wants to light like 18 minutes before the sunset. And if she starts mincha now, she would not be able to. So she technically she can stipulate that I'm going to light the candles now, but I'm not going to accept the Shabbos upon myself. Right. So she lights the candles with blessing, with everything, and after that she prays mincha. So meaning mincha, if started on time, if started before the sunset, it can carry on after sunset. There is no problem. So in this case, she does not desecrate anything. So she's good. Okay, so usually women pray twice a day. Right? They pray shacharis, or parts of the shachar, whatever they obligated, and pray mincha. Mincha is like a very short prayer, especially on Friday, even for men. On Friday, since we don't have to say tachanun, very fast. Okay. Right. Just 1 second. But right, just 1 second. So so he's explaining why she has to pray mincha first, because and then light candles, because if she light candles before, she already ushers Shabbos, and that's it. She's no longer. So when when she accepted Shabbos upon herself, she said now Shabbos. So like to pray the weekday prayer, it's like contradictory to what she's doing. That's the problem. Okay. Okay, just 1 second. I'm going to. So let me quickly read what it says here. The moment that she lights the Shabbos candle, it is considered Shabbos for her, and she cannot recite the weekday prayer. Okay, correct. If there is not enough time to recite mincha before Shabbos, it is better for her to light without having recited mincha. Then to recite mincha, there is desecration of Shabbos, and she may compensate the missing prayer by reciting Marif Shmona Esra twice. Okay. Okay, so let's try to understand what it says here. So, I think the best solution would be, as I said, right, to light the candles and stipulate with that I'm not going to accept the Shabbos upon myself. But Mishnah Berurah says he offers different solutions. So meaning if she was late, not because of her fault, right? She was preparing for right the house, taking care of the kids, her husband, all of this beautiful stuff, right? And she's late. So technically, if it was not because of her fault, she can pray a double Shmona Esrei in the Marif. So now she's obligated to pray Marif. So usually women don't pray Marif, right? Usually don't, but if somebody wants, they can. So one woman just asked me, and I said, if you have time, you have to why do you want to skip? Right? If you want to be close to HaShem, don't skip. Opposite issue. If you have time, so you should pray complete prayers. So our sages allowed women to skip because they're busy with taking care of the family. But if she does not have too many responsibilities, so she should not skip. Right? But since she was busy, right, she can pray that double Shemona Esrei. There is no problem. But in this case, even so, she missed the weekday prayer for Friday night. But when she's going to pray double Shemona Esrei in the Marif, she would pray the Shabbos Shemona Esrei. It's very important, very important. Right? We always pray, just as a formula, we always pray exactly the same as Shemona Esrei. There is only one difference. What is the difference? The difference is, I said only one. Okay, that's only one that came to my mind. Let's put it this way. When you pray, when a person missed Shabbos Mincha, right? So now Shabbos is over. That's it, right? And they pray Marif, weekday Marif, and in weekday Marif, we say Atachanantanu. Right, in the fourth blessing. So if you look at the Siddur, like the hours, it's like in a gray box. So it's a Havdalah. So technically, if you say this thing, it is Havdalah. Of course, we say that we still need our sages instituted. You still need to make Havdalah over the candle and over the wine or grape juice. But this Havdalah in the Shemona Esrei is enough for you to do all other melachas besides eating and drinking. So meaning you need to drive, you need to turn on the light, off the light, start cooking, whatever, all of these things you can do after this. So meaning, so what I'm trying to say, first time when you pray the Shemona Esrei for Marif, you say Atachanantana, but second time, that's it. You don't say it because it might be interruption. It's no longer needed. So that's the difference. Do you know any other this? Maybe, but okay, it's not our topic. 26. So continue. A woman who was delayed by her activities and arrived home close to half an hour before Shabbos. Meaning half an hour, again, we have to remember we're talking about times when they did not have watches and clocks, and times ran faster in right of Shabbos. So she were to wash and dress in clothing. She may come to the possible desecration of Shabbos, right? So meaning what Kitzur is saying, what is the priority? To take a bath, like to wash yourself? No, not bath, right? They just wash themselves, or to light the candles. So meaning to light the candles. So if she's not going to light the candles, very bad, right? So it's proper for her to light the candles, a bigger mitzvah than to wash. Okay. But right, but in olden days, so since the water was preheated before Shabbos, so technically she was allowed. So if it's hot water, so she could would be allowed to wash herself. Okay. But if there is a conflict, so of course the lighting of the candles takes precedence. Okay, continue. If your husband sees that she is delayed in coming to light candles, it is a great mitzvah for him to light the candles himself. Right? So meaning it's an obligation of the husband, right, to oversee all of the spiritual religious activity in the house, right? So he's in charge and he's responsible, basically, because he's the head of the house. household. So if he estimates that she would not be able to do it, or maybe it's too close, too risky, so he should light the candles. Right? There is great mitzvah for him. The light the candles themselves, and he should pay no heed to her dismay. So I mean, right, we always take into consideration wife's feelings, but not in this case, because if she would light the candles in her own time, she might be transgressing the biblical prohibition. Right? So there is no feelings here. Commentary. In the cases when the lighting of the Shabbos candles entails the possibility of Shabbos desecration, it's a greater mitzvah not to light any Shabbos candles, and even to leave the house in darkness for Shabbat than to light the candles. See Mishnah Berurah 262:11. Right. So all of this question, isn't it better? So we had a clip about it. I don't remember what it's called. Long time ago, right? When people ask me, isn't it better? So I know for sure, like in majority of the cases, absolutely not. Right. So if she's if there's even possibility that she might desecrate the Shabbos, don't light the candles. So now it is mitzvah, don't light the candles. So before that, 2 minutes, like before this time, I'm just beginning time, 5:47, right? It is a mitzvah, like before 5:47, it is a mitzvah to light candles, absolutely. At 5:47 and I don't know, or 5:48, it's absolutely forbidden to light the candles, absolutely forbidden. Right, even though today we say there is 18 minutes, but okay, but we get the point. So meaning even like 18 minutes given to us just in case, but after the sunset, it's forbidden to light the candle. So mitzvah not to. Next one, number 7. If man of the house is lighting the candles, and afterwards he must do some Melachah, it is proper for him to also stipulate that he is not ushering Shabbos with his lighting. However, after the fact, if he lit and did not stipulate, he may perform Melachah afterwards. Because with regard to the husband's lighting, there is no accepted custom that by doing so he is ushering Shabbos. So it's right. It's very short. So let's try to understand what it says here. So now, when we say that if woman wants to do something after she lit the candles, so I mean something meaning some Melachah, so she has to stipulate that I'm planning to do this. So for example, she needs, as we said, she wants to do some preparation to go to to the mikveh, right? So she wants to cut her nails, for example, after the candlelight, right? So let's say it's before the sunset. Yeah, there's no problem. She can stipulate that, or she wants to drive there, or she wants to take a bus, or she wants to take, I don't know, some ride from whatever, right? So there is no problem. There is no problem because she stipulated. So even though she light the candles, but she does not accept Shabbos. Same as man. I mean, he said that men, it's better, it's proper if man wants to do some things, some activities, which is still Melachah. There is no problem. So since we light the candles early anyway, so he can stipulate, right, that he wants to do Melachah. So by this candle lighting, he's not accepting Shabbos. But yes, he said, like later on, there is no accepted custom for a man to accept Shabbos with a candle lighting. Women, yes. Men, no. So because men accept Shabbos is Psalm 92. So after the Lechadadi, this Psalm 92, right? That's when we accept the Shabbos. Men, right? So, but it's just in case. I mean, it does not hurt, like to say out loud or think like explicitly. I'm not accepting Shabbos with my lighting. So even doesn't matter if there is there is a family there or he's alone. Doesn't matter. It's proper for him to do so. Checking time. 1 second. Okay, we have. Oh, I don't know what time. You know what? I think I can leave it for the next time. So let's do